thank you for joining me today with Stamping with Loretta. Before I get started on today's tutorial, I'd like to share a package I received today from Lisa Wilson. She was my second angel for the Color Me Color swap on Your Paper Pantry. Their website is yourpaperpantry.ning.com. Please come join us. Lisa, thank you so much. You stepped up to the plate and you are an angel as well. And I love everything you sent. She sent this bling, and she sent some flowers and stickers, die cuts, tickets, and brads and buttons, and it is just adorable. And these little pieces here look like you can string them on wire or ribbon and make a necklace out of them. She sent me a charm on a tag. It's just beautiful. I love the crystals. You just did an awesome job with that. And she had that actually wrapped, which was really sweet. Like I've told you guys before, I love watching you get your gifts in your packages. Please take them out and package. It's just too much noise in my ears. There is some fiber and some lace trim. It looks like she made both of these flowers. They're just beautiful. This one is very iridescent. And then she sent me some little packages of acrylic frames, some metal signage, and some findings, all in the Valentine theme. I love this. Lisa, thank you. This is just wonderful. Thanks. Here's some trim and lace and another flower. It looks like it's made from fabric. I love the technique you used. I think that may be tulle in the back, and she's got some pearls glued to it. And she even has the back on it so I can use it on a mini. And she sent me a card that says, hope you like this package. I hope this little package puts a smile on your face. I'm sorry your swap partner didn't come through, but maybe this will make up for it just a little. Your friend Lisa. Lisa, it is more than made up for it. Thank you so much for angeling me and sending me these package of goodies. I can't wait to play with everything. A couple of other things she sent in the package were these big, beautiful heart doilies and this little heart doily. I know that there's probably 3 or 4 there. They're stuck together, but very nice. Thank you so much, Lisa. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break to clean this up, and we're going to be back with the tutorial. Okay, I'm back, and I have a couple of products on my table. One is a Versamark pad, a StazOn ink pad in black, and a stamp. This stamp is from Queen Cat Designs, and she is called Trinity. She's one of the newer stamps in the line, but I'm going to use her to teach you how to stamp into embossing powder. Now, this is my melting pot. If you don't have a melting pot, I really don't know how you're going to use this technique. You can use a candle warmer and melt it really slowly, but it's going to take a long time if you do that. I will tell you, I'm not sure this technique is even going to come out the way I want it to, because I used regular embossing powder, which was white, and I used some UTEE. And it's still, as you can see, extremely thick. So I'm going to stir it around a little bit and try to get this melted. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to add just some glitter. This is copper, into the mix. This is just going to act as a little kiss of color. So while that's melting, I'm going to take my Versamark pad. Use an old one that's already all stained up and nasty, because when you finish with this kind of a project, it's going to be stained up and nasty anyway. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to really cover the stamp as much as possible with the Versamark. The Versamark ink is going to act as a release for us. Now we're going to come back with the StazOn and ink the image in stays. It does not have to be real even as far as the stamping, I should say, as far as the inking of the image goes, because in the end it'll come out just fine. So here we go. I am using one of the Craft non-stick mats. If you don't have this, get yourself some Reynolds non-stick aluminum foil. Make sure the non-stick side is face up when you start. Now that this is melted in, as you can see, I'm going to get this clump out of the way. There we go. I'm going to take my melting pot, which is set to, that's the problem right there, it's not set to UTEE. It was set a little lower. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to see if this will melt a little bit more and we'll come right back. Okay, I did reset my melting pot to the 360 degrees that UTEE melts at. This is white embossing powder, ultra thick embossing enamel, which is clear. That one was white, and some UTEE. All UTEE does is add some flex so that this mixture is a little more fluid. And as you can see, now that it's melted, the consistency of this concoction, whatever you want to call it, is much better. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit to it now. I'm going to use the word embossing powder generically because some of this embossing powder was a gift to me from another company, and since I no longer represent that company, I do not want to necessarily advertise for them. So that was some blue embossing powder with glitter in it. This is purple, and it's going to be real random. Your fingers will get all messed up. And some more of the copper. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to put the lids on these while we let that melt in for just a second. It doesn't take it long. Be patient. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my melting pot and I'm just going to swirl it around. Just like that. Just to mix the colors up. You could do it with your little spatula, but it's actually best to do it like this. Okay, now what I'm going to do is onto my nonstick mat, I'm going to pour this ultra thick enamel. You want a piece that is about the same size as your stamp. If it's bigger, fine. You also don't want this to get really thick on you. This is probably a 1/16 of an inch thick. And now comes the fun part. I'm going to put my melting pot aside and turn it off because I'm not going to be doing any more of these today. If I were doing more, I'd mix more. And I'm going to take my stamp, which I put on a heavy acrylic block, and I'm going to simply lay my stamp into this UTEE. I'm not going to touch it. See how it's sinking in on its own? Now, once it's sunk, push it down and let it set. We are going to take a break, and it's going to have to set for about 20 minutes. When we come back, I'll show you what it looks like. And we're going to see if it worked. 1, 2, 3. Now, we might have to pull on it a little bit. So first thing I'm going to do is slip it off that mat. And here it goes, here it goes. Be real careful with it. And there it is. Isn't that beautiful? Now, you can trim around it now with your scissors, and it's still cool enough to do that, which I'm going to show you how. I would recommend actually a heavy blade scissors, but mine are not on my desk right now. So I'm just going to use what I have. I'm just going to cut this UTEE away. It's not an easy thing to cut through, so be patient. If you're good with an X-Acto knife, I suggest you use it. I am not. I end up cutting my fingers more than I do the material, so you kind of get the idea. Like I said, I would use a stronger blade scissors to do that. So, but do it while the image is still warm. I'm going to take a quick break, and I am going to get my other scissors. Okay, I'm going to finish trimming this out with my heavier duty scissors. As you can see, this is working much better for me. I still have to use quite a bit of force to get through this, even though it's still fairly soft. Okay. This Trinity stamp is available from Queen Cat Designs website. I'll have the information for her website and how to order stamps on my blog, so please check me out at www.msrhetta.blogspot.com. That's missretta.blogspot.com. Okay, there she is. At this point, you can go in and color this image. I would suggest that you let this dry a little longer. It is still slightly warm. I want it to be completely cool, but you can come back and highlight it with your Copic markers. Okay, I'm going to put this down for just a second and show you something. I've been peeling it off as I go along, but this UTEE that's dried in here will peel right off once it's cool. And I take a glass jar from something else. It is glass. Plastic will not work. And I put these pieces in here so that when I want to use this color combination again, I will have it. And this melting pot will be clean and ready for my next time. So you get the idea. So we'll put that aside and we'll use it again in the future. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial of how to stamp into UTEE. I hope you'll give it a try, and please go visit Queen Cat Designs and enjoy. Stamp happy. Be a blessing. Bye.